morning. Back over here at the grain bins today. We've got to pull a couple loads out of that grain bin. This is the first time that the unload has been wired into the leg so we can get grain out of that bin. So I think we're gonna pull 4 or 5 loads out of it, or at least Larry is. Dad and I think we're gonna go over and help do some more field tiling, just a little bit. And it might be dry enough we can do some ripping, believe it or not. So there might be some ripping action in this video. We'll see.
We'll turn that little jump over. Keep going, dude. Running?
All the buttons aren't wired up, so right now the only way to get the unloader out of the bin on is over at the bin, but eventually I think everything will be out there on that panel. It's all running smooth. Right now this grain's coming out. That's the original unloader that was on the bin. We got this little jump auger right here. Takes it into the leg, and right now it sounds like it just started hitting the truck. That's how it's working. You might notice these things. Here, we'll go down here where there's not corn. Yeah, we can do it right here actually. So we can see in there. That's just so we can see in there, make sure corn's coming out, see if it looks bad, stuff like that. We'll put one on every auger. Kind of handy. We'll see how useful it is. You can see straight down in there, got mesh on it. Now one thing that's going to kind of stink. One of us is going to have to flip that button off before we overload a truck, but it shouldn't be too bad. Like I say, it's just temporary. They went ahead and turned the truck around. The wind's blowing in the opposite direction today, so playing the dust game. See how that dust is moving? Usually it goes the other way. What's the matter? You're about to go down. That's kind of the downfall about having everything above ground. All your unload augers are in the way. I missed it, but BJ waddled right over top of that thing. It looked real coordinated. It looked good. That's not ours. Also got some concrete going on. Cousin Ben's coming over here. He's going to start forming this up. We're going to pour this concrete right around here. So he's going to be doing that while we're hauling grain. Alright, she's loaded. Let's see where we're at. Perfect. As soon as he pulls up to the last bow, just shut her down. Ooh, that looks fun. Right, Cousin Ben's trying to get all this graded or formed up and on grade so they can pour concrete. Unfortunately, all this is going to get concreted, but somebody parked a gigantic leg, a drag in the way, and a cross auger over there. So there's no way for him to get over there. Just want all this stuff to get out of the way, Ben. Take out the drag, take out the leg.
Yeah, that'd be right.
And I gotta run home. Ben needs a transit to get grade on that concrete, so I'm gonna get that. Turns out they don't pay you extra when it's that dry. Where's the transit? I hadn't cleaned that part of the shop out yet. Oh. It's the wrong one. That one doesn't work. Why would you keep it if it doesn't work? Because we're hoarders. Found it. Forgot. It was in the secondary transit location. That's the other spot we keep them. Hey, Ben, you want to give your business a YouTube plug?
This is all for deer corn.
This is all for deer corn. Okay. You heard it right there, folks. Don't owe them a dime. Yeah, well, these guys are concrete problem solving. The field tile guys, they just showed up, so you gotta head back over there. Dad had a hair appointment. That's right, a hair appointment. I don't know what they're doing up there. Ain't much hair left. Anyways, he's in town with that, so I gotta go back over and help the field tile guys. I think I gotta pull them around with the 8400 again, and they've got one strand of tile that I need to show them where to put it. You might be wondering what that is. That is lime. We'll go into that later. We got covered up with some tarps here in a minute. That should be entertaining. That's where we're going. Change of plan. Tile guys got there, but they went to eat lunch, so I'm back over here. Dad got back from his hair appointment. Looks like he's using the restroom. Getting your exercise in?
Sun's in my eyeballs.
Perfect. The light's good for the camera. Stay right there. Hi! A lot of deer corn. Lunchtime. Chicken. I guess the tile guys are done with lunch and they're waiting on me. Probably should have given one of them my phone number. Gotta go. For those of you that are asking in the last video, yes, this tractor has a diff lock, and no, Dad did not have it engaged at first. Said he hit it, didn't realize it didn't engage. Yeah, when we were trying to pull that stagger out of the mud. So if you missed that, card here. It's a little muddy down here. This field's only like 13 acres between the two fields, so we've never tiled it out, but while he's here, it won't take him long to do it at all. Yep, she's a little greasy. Right now he's doing his pre-cut, just trying to help it so it'll pull through there a little easy. You can see it's just slimy. It's pretty solid underneath that, but it is just real slimy on top. But that John Deere's gonna get real muddy. Right now he's digging the ditch out so he'll have a place for the tile to go. I think it's going to go right into here. Alright, let's see what we can make happen. See, once we get below the slime, it's pretty solid right here. And I'm pulling with the tractor. I've got to circle around and come in as close to the tractor as I can because I got that cable back there. But he'll probably have to get pulled from the get-go. Now, as he goes up, should be a little bit easier up there, but it's the wettest, heaviest right here. Right now, they're feeding the pipe into the boot since there's it kind of angles down there. It can't get the Kubota so close, so they just got to run the pipe out by hand. Nothing too major there. It should be okay. John Deere's going to pull it. Well, maybe that John Deere ain't going to pull it. This ain't going well. We've moved about 5 inches. There they go. There we go. Now we're moving. I think we're gonna need some more pull-up power. Gonna go get the dozer. I was hoping we wouldn't have to bring it over here. It's gonna take a while, but if that don't do it, we'll hook them both to it. It's a little slimy. Robbie, a bunch of guys said they know where Santa Claus hangs out after Christmas now after they've seen him.
They do?
Yeah.
Well, that's a heck of a note. Now, where is he? I need to
I
find
think
him.
they're calling you Santa Claus.
Oh, I wish I was Santa. I'd raise these grain prices up a little bit.
Hopefully the dozer's a little bit heavier and get a little bit better traction. Hopefully this will work.
Oh, that's
promising. Quite a bit more promising.
Look there, I'm walking on this spot where the tracks are picking all the slick stuff out. Not even that muddy. That ground looks almost dry.
Must have found a hard spot there, letting her eat. So they're getting to it okay so far. Might not have to hook them all. Now, for the Case IH fans, it is still being drugged by a Deere. Just a different kind of Deere.
The ground up here must be a lot drier because they're moving through it pretty good.
There a couple videos ago, a few people said this was a pretty small dozer. 750C John Deere dozer is actually a pretty decent sized machine. That thing definitely weighs more than that John Deere tractor. I'd say it's probably a 40,000 pound dozer. So it's only 150 horse, something like that, which is less horsepower than the Deere. But here, you just need weight, traction. Those tracks, the weight of that dozer, that was the ticket. Now we did manage to get something stuck today. Cart this time. Motor didn't have enough sauce.
Yeah, I said there's a spring right there. Jeez.
Wow.
Got enough?
Here we go. Man, they're moving now. Haven't hit a hard spot for a while. Here at the end, Jeff here, to see he's gonna cut the tile here in a minute. Then he puts a cap in the end of it.
Jeff's that cap saw you put into it?
Nah, it's perforated. Really struggling to get these last couple feet of tile in. It's always the last few feet. See that dozer's on the belly pan right now. Once they pull that plow out of the ground, I don't think they're going to have any issues. Now, it's not looking good.
Go get it. Those are small guys.
Yep, it's a little soupy right here. A little muck. A little bit of muck. I think that was deeper the other day when we got stuck. Looked like they were both bottoming out. Now, I didn't realize it, but they're going to do one more run, so I thought that was the last one. So we got one more chance to get stuck. I'm kidding. I hope we don't get stuck. I don't think we will. It shouldn't be anywhere. Should be a little bit better than these last two. At the very end, it might get a little shaky there, though. And that's all she wrote. Me and my wife bought this field in 2014. So I didn't realize it, but this had tile before us. This is how they tiled back in the day. This is a clay tile. They'd come in sections like this, and you would place them on the ground, and you had to space them so that water could get down in them. I can't remember what space you wanted in between them, but you would just stack those after you just dug the ditch by hand. So imagine the amount of work that went into this field. Tile. This field's only 6 acres. It's not a big field, but imagine how much labor was involved in that. We just did this in 25-30 minutes. Yeah, probably longer than that. You get the point. This took a lot longer than it would have back in the day. Just realized I forgot the GoPro, and they're leaving. Yeah, they haven't left yet. Good deal. Looks like he cleaned his tracks off. Robbie said he made a bar to go in there to do that, so I'm gonna check this out.
Tracks don't freeze, don't you? The frame. You don't do that when it's cold, won't they freeze to the frame?
Oh yeah.
Three good years is water-wise.
I'll plug it up down here. If I say, Robbie, you put in an off switch, didn't you?
What, for shutting these off?
Yeah, shut the tile off.
Yeah, just take stuff a rock in the end, it'll quit. Just
Robbie, I know a bunch of people are going to ask, why don't we put gravel on top of that pipe after putting the ground?
I don't see an advantage to it at all. We've tried wet spots and stuff to try to drain them with gravel, and it's never worked. So I don't know what to tell you other than that. Putting in pipe like water sewer pipes or something like you're putting in for a city or something like that, they'll bed it with gravel. But that bedding for gravel is to actually so the dirt will go around that pipe. If you notice, this plow is designed to shove that dirt around the bottom of that pipe. So it's kind of a design issue. With a plow, you can do that. With a backhoe, you can't.
Got the GoPro. It was recovered, but they're done. They're leaving. We are going to clean the road off. It's pretty dirty. Time to swap boots. Alright, I'm heading back over to the grain bins. Apparently we've got a bin that's not flowing, so that's always fun. See what we can do over there. Hey Ben, deal's off. We're not putting concrete over there anymore.
I ain't putting the gravel back.
Well, I got the bin running. It's got the intermediate open. It's not the most ideal situation. What I mean by intermediate, inside of these bins, there's a hole in the center of it, and there's a hole every so many feet coming out towards the door. That's what we call the intermediates. We got those open because the main sump is plugged up. So not ideal, but at least something's coming out, I guess. I'm walking out through this field. This is right beside our bins, obviously. This field across here, I ripped part of it. I didn't rip all of it. I was going to originally leave some areas to kind of test out just to see how the ripping was doing, if it was making us any money or not. But I'm pretty positive that's going to be a test plot. So for uniformity's sakes, I want to finish ripping it. And believe it or not, I think this ground will rip. Once again, never have the right piece of equipment by the door. Combine ride's over. Heck yeah, it's working up pretty decent. It's hard to believe it's this dry over here. Well, it's not dry, but we're able to work ground over here, and we got stuck over there, like just a few miles up the road. But that's why that field's getting tiled. This one's not. Yep, I gotta run over the bins real quick. So we got a big pile of lime over there, and it's supposed to rain tonight. So BJ went down, got some tarps. So you're gonna get to watch us cover that up. That should be interesting. About guarantee you one of us falls down the mountain of lime.
Man, I'm in town buying a tarp and this guy's out here having fun. What the what?
See, it's actually not too bad. This ground's still plenty damp, but see, I'm pretty surprised right here. Dad said, I think you'll be able to rip that today. I was like, yeah, right. He was right. Just about done with the field. So we're gonna, I guess 15 acres. I'm gonna be pretty close. We might be at like 17 total. I know someone's gonna ask, what kind of fuel efficiency are we getting here? We've been in this field for 2 hours and 8 minutes. We've done 15.5 acres and we've used 20 gallons of fuel just right now. But I did stop for like 15 minutes and go help my brother with a tarp across the road. So, but that's our stats for the night. Yeah, hopefully this field yields a lot better, at least enough to pay for the roughly 50 gallons of fuel we're gonna have in it. You know, run the ripper, because this tillage it's got to pay for itself. Otherwise, what's the point of doing it? It's fun being in tractors, it's fun doing field work, but if we're just burning diesel fuel and getting no return on our investment, there's no need to do it for us. So. And we do still have some fields that only part of them are ripped, so we should be able to still get a decent side-by-side comparison. So. Guess I better put that thing up. Guys, that's it for this one. Hopefully tomorrow, if it's raining, we are able to work on that strip till bar. We're gonna try to get it in the shop. That's the next project.